Check. Check test. 1, 2. Check test. 1, 2. Check, check, check. Check 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
said they were gonna bomb. So here they are, right here. Alyssa! Look at her. Come here, sweetie. No, I meant we won't see these. These are the same. And well, we can just say that they're not for me. That's what. Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. And I came in today, and Karen, we were rearranging the rooms downstairs. And they're gonna read it, and we're not gonna see it. Okay. So he wants to answer. So, is this on?
Yes.
Okay. So, well, we can say.
And Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Welcome, everybody. We are just a few minutes late, I know, in starting, which is not normal for us, but of course, we are not normal. Our kids will be leading the service tonight, the entire service tonight, except for a couple of little things. And they've been preparing week after week for tefillah. One of the things that someone said to me recently is they enjoy coming to our services when our kids are leading because we're so proud of what our kids do. And that is music to my ears because really that's what we're about, right? We're about making the kids understand and learn tefillah, learn prayer, and feel comfortable in the synagogue, feel comfortable in the sanctuary. And so tonight you're going to see that. You're going to see the kids obviously doing their thing. It's a little bit different than what we old people do, but they'll be doing it their way. And I hope that you enjoy it as much as they enjoy it. And that's the bottom line. The bottom line is we should all just enjoy the service and Shabbat together and worshiping God together in our sanctuary. So Alyssa's going to be, she's handing out some Sidurim right now, and I guess she's going to call the kids up momentarily to start the bim bam, right? Are they all here? Okay. Gan Aleph is coming up, so the Gan Aleph is going to come up. A little different tonight. We're going to do the bim bam with the kids, not with the rabbi. And then the rabbi has one good news thing for us tonight, and that's it. We're not going to do good news with everybody tonight. So here we go. Gan Aleph is going to come on up. We'll begin our service with the bim bam. You can don't hesitate to join in when they start to sing.
I'm so sorry. You won't see this.
How about up here?
Come up here? All right, guys, just be really clear. I said, go up. So I'm gonna do it with them because, ready, one more. One more. Just be careful when we jump. Okay, you ready? Slide over. Slide over. So, all right, you ready?
Ready.
Ready?
Ready.
Ready? Oh,
Ready.
wait.
Ready.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Everybody, bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Now we had rehearsed to twirl, but I'm not comfortable with that on here. So let's not twirl, but let's sing Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Hey,
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 hey.
hey, hey. Go ahead.
All right, so the good news tonight, only one person's doing the good news tonight, and that would be moi. The good news is, you're all here tonight, and we're here to enjoy our kids, which we're all looking forward to the rest of the service. And the other good news is, Pesach is a week from tonight. The first Seder is a week from tonight, where so many of us will be together here in the sanctuary, unlike for the past couple of years where we've had to be locked in our homes. So we're going to have our Seder here. But also remember, if you're not joining us in person, the good news is you can join us on Zoom, Facebook, or YouTube, because we'll also be streaming on that as well. So that's this week's good news. And let's see if Alyssa's ready for the spirit of Shabbat. Are you ready for the spirit of Shabbat? Okay. You good? Sure, wing it.
When
Turn
you
that
work
mic
50 hours a week. Shabbat Shalom. Bruchim Habim. Welcome, everyone. So tonight I decided to give our service a theme, something we haven't really done in the past. And tonight's theme is going to be peace. There is a lot going on right now out in the world, in our own country, overseas, and it's not cool. And we are really trying to teach our students about peace, about Derech Eretz, Tikkun Olam, lots of ways to give back to those who are in need, So I thought tonight was a good day to do that. So we're gonna start with a song. Everybody has a handout. I'd like my 6th and 7th graders to come join me. The song that we're going to sing with you is called Salam. It's a song about peace. And it's, you know, enough said. It's about peace. All right, so please join us if you know it. If you don't, follow along, and hopefully you will catch on. I guess. 1, 2, 3. Odibo shalom aleinu. Odibo shalom aleinu. Odibo shalom aleinu. Ve'alkuna. Odibo shalom aleinu. Odibo shalom aleinu. Odibo shalom aleinu. Ve'alkulam. Salam aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam, salam aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam. Odibo shalom aleinu. Odibo shalom aleinu. Odibo shalom aleinu. Ve'al kulam. I should teach a course. Thank you, guys. All right, now we're going to begin our service. Actually, I'm going to invite all my students to come back up. Told ya. Everybody, please come back up. And we're going to start on page
13.
Page 13, please. The Shalom Aleichem. We continue on page 13 in the English.
We wish you peace, attending angels, angels of the most sublime, the highest sovereign, the holy example of one. It's all good.
Come to us in peace. Bless us with peace. Take you leave in peace. Angels of peace, angels of the most sublime, the highest sovereign, the holy exalted one.
Thank you. All right, we continue on page 14 with Yedid Nefesh. Yedid Nefesh of Harachaman, Mishachabdach El Ritzonach, Yarutz Abdach Kemo Ayol, Yishtakabel Muhadarach, Yeravla Yedidu Taf, Mino Fetsu, Bechol Ta'am, Yadadadadada, Yadadadadada, Yadadadadadadadadadadada, Yadadadadada. Yada-da-da-da-da, yada-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, yada-da-da-da-da, yada-da-da-da-da, yada-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, yada-da-da-da-da, yada-da-da-da-da, yada-da-da-da-da-da-da. We continue on with the bottom of page 14. Molly is going to lead us in English reading.
Dear God, help us now to make this a new Shabbat. After noise, we seek of quiet. After crowds of indifferent strangers, we seek to touch those we love. After concentration on work and responsibility, we seek freedom to meditate, to listen to our inward selves.
Jack is going to finish.
We open our eyes to the hidden beauties and the infinite possibilities in the world you are creating. We break open the gates of reservoirs of goodness and kindness in ourselves, and in others, we reach toward the one holy, perfect moment of Shabbat.
Thank you, Molly and Jack. We continue our service on page 15 with Lachuna Ranina, led by our 6th and 7th graders, Tyler, Mandy, Jacob, and Ryan. Thank you, guys. We continue on page 16. With the responsive reading, I'm going to call up Jack, Mia, Bryn, and Eva, and Molly.
Is there one person speaking in this meeting? Sing a new song to Adonai. Acclaim Adonai, all people on earth.
Sing to Adonai, proclaim each day God's awesome might. Announce to the world God's glory and wonders. I apologize, this is a responsive reading.
For Adonai is great, deserving of praise. Adonai alone is to be revered as God.
All the gods of the nations are nothingness.
Majesty and might accompany God. Splendor and strength adorn God's sanctuary.
Acknowledge all gods of the nations are nothingness.
Proclaim God's majestic power, acknowledge God's glory, and bring him treasure. Here we go.
Worship Adonai in resplendent reverence. Let the earth tremble in God's presence.
Declare to the world Adonai is sovereign. God has studied the world, which stands firm. All generations will praise.
Let the heavens rejoice. Let the earth be glad. Let the sea and all it contains exult.
Let the forest sing for joy. Adonai comes to rule the earth. The world shall lead the nations with faithfulness. I'm gonna call actually Bryn and Eva back up for a minute.
Line Adonai, Kiva, Kiva, Lishko, Haaretz, Lishko, Tevel, B'tzedek, V'amein, Be'emunato.
Thank you very much, girls. All right, I lost my, all right, here I am. I got papers all over the place tonight. All right, we continue on page 20. Please rise. Havu Adonai b'nei Elim, Havu Adonai kavod va'od, Havu Adonai kavod shemo, yishtachavu Adonai behadra kodesh. Adonai al hamayim el hakavod yiri, Adonai al mayim rabbi, kol Adonai b'koach, kol Adonai behadar, kol Adonai shober arazi, vayishaber Adon et arzei havanon. Vayarkidem kemo egel Lebanon, Besirion kemo ben re'emi, kol Adonai Adonai chotzeh v'havotish. Kol Adonai echolel ayalot. Adonai mibar kodesh. Kol Adonai echolel ayalot. Vayechesov ye'arot. Uvechelav kulo kulo. Omer kulo, Omer kavod. Adonai lama buyashav vayeshev. Adonai melech leolam. Adonai oz li'amo yitain. Adonai yevarech et amo b'shalom. You may be seated. We continue on page 21 with the Chadodi, led by our 6th and 7th graders. First to the last 2 paragraphs. Hadodi Krakala, B'nei Shabbat Hadodi Krakala, B'nei Shabbat Shamor v'zahor v'dibor echad, Yishiyan el hamichad, Adonai echad, Shema echad, L'shem tzivah v'tzivah. Dodi l'chadodi l'krat kala, B'nei Shabbat mekabela. L'chadodi l'krat kala, B'nei Shabbat mekabela. L'krat Shabbat u'v'nefta, Ki Shalom teraba'ala, gam b'simcha u'tzavato emune, am segula v'oichamam. Dodi Rakala, B'nei Shabbat mekabela. L'chadodi l'krat kala, B'nei Shabbat mekabela. Page 23.
It is good to acclaim Adonai, to sing your praise, exalted God.
Your works, Adonai, make me glad. I sing with joy of your creation.
The honest cannot comprehend, the foolish cannot fathom this.
Your enemies, Adonai, your enemies shall perish. All the wicked shall crumble.
The righteous shall flourish like the palm tree. They shall grow tall like a cedar in Lebanon, planted in the house of Adonai. They will thrive in the courts of our God.
We continue in the Hebrew on page 23.
Sati kata margi
We continue on page 24 in the English with a responsive reading.
Adonai is sovereign, crowned with splendor. Adonai reigns, robed in strength.
You set the earth on a sure foundation. You created a world that stands firm.
Your kingdom stands from earliest time. You are eternal.
The rivers may rise and rage, the waters may pound and pulsate, the floods may swirl and storm.
Yet above the crash of the sea and its mighty breakers is Adonai, our God supreme. Arba'im Shana Akud Bedor Ve'omer To'e.
Wrong one. Try another. Page 24.
Where's your other back? 1 second, please.
Have a page malfunction. We'll be right with you. Or we'll just do it.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Got it.
Got it.
Adotecha Ne'emnu Me'od Leveitcha Nava Kodesh Adonai Leorech Yamin.
Good save, Ryan. Great job.
Nice
Good
job.
job. All right. Page 24, those saying Kaddish are observing a yard site now. The mourner's Kaddish will be recited. Those saying Kaddish or observing a yard site will stand at home on Zoom, YouTube, or here as we say the words together. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah v'alma divrach hivrutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dechal beit Yisrael Bagala ubizman kari v'yimru amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevarach le'olam olomei omaya. Yibarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei d'kudisha barichu. Le'ela min kol birchata b'shirata. Tushbachata v'nechemata. Damiran v'alma v'yimru amen. Yehi shalama rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom v'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen.
I invite my fourth and fifth graders up, Eva and Bryn. We turn to
everybody stand.
page 28. So please rise.
Baruch Adonai Menorah.
Baruch Adonai.
Baruch Adonai Menorah. Elam Ba'ed.
May be seated.
El Chai V'Kayam Tamid Yimloch Aleinu. Lo'olam V'Ed. Baruch Atah Adonai. Hama Ariv Aravim.
We continue on page 29 with Ahavat Olam. Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael Amcha Avta Torah Mitzvot Tukimu Mishpatim Otanu Limadeta Akin Adonai Eloheinu V'shachbenu v'kumenu Nasiach bechukecha V'nismach b'divrei Toratecha U'b'mitzvotecha Le'olam ba'ed Ki hem chayenu V'orech yameinu U'behem Neged Yomam Valad V'avatchal tasir mimenu le'olamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev amo Yisrael. Please do not go directly into the Shema. I would like to invite my kindergarten and first graders up. Gan Aleph. And my second and third graders, Bet Gimel. We turn to page 30 for the Shema and the Via Hafta.
So in the fall, if you recall, we started to do the hand motions for the Via Haftarah because my belief is when students understand a prayer, it gives them the kavanah they need to learn the prayer in Hebrew. And so it's important to me. So we've been working really diligently, as says in the Via Haftarah. And the four of us are going to do the hand motions. And my friend Karen's going to read for us. We're just going to do the hand motions like we did in class, okay? You ready? So we're going to go point to everybody. You shall love Adonai, your God, with all your heart, with all your soul, all your might. These words, which Adonai, your God, commands this day, you shall take to heart. Teach them diligently to your children. Recite them at home, night and day. Bind them as a sign upon your hand, as a reminder of your eyes. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your own.
Well, that was adorable. Thank you, guys. All right. We continue silently in the Hebrew on page 30. Adonai Lechem Emet. On page 33, I'm sorry, nope, I'm just kidding. We continue on page 32. Umalchuto b'ratzon kiblu aleihem, Moshe b'nei Yisrael, Lechanu shira b'simcha rabba v'amru kulam, Mi chamocha b'elim Adonai, Mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, Nora tehilot osef eleh. Malchutecha rauvanecha, Bokeyam lifnei Moshe, Zeli anu v'amru, Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed, v'nemar kipad Adonai et Yaakov, Ugalom yad chazak mimenu, Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. We continue on in the English on page 33. Eva and Bryn will come back up. On the top of page 33.
Help us, Adonai, to lie down in peace and awaken us again, our sovereign, to help to life. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Guide us with your good counsel. Save us because of your mercy. Shield us from enemies and pestilence. from starvation, sword, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings. O God, who watches over us and delivers us, our gracious and merciful ruler. Guard our coming and our going. Grant us life and peace now and always. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Praised are you, Adonai, who spreads the shelter of peace over us, over all his people. Israel is over Jerusalem.
$33 in the Hebrew. Ushmor seitenu boenu lechaim shomei atav yad olam ufros aleinu sukkah shlomecha baruch atah Adonai haporei sukkah shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. We continue on the top of page 34. If any of our religious school teachers would like to join us, or anybody, parents, you may come up and join us.
Please rise.
Please rise. We are leading the Shamra. Shy people. Not us. Never. Ready? One. Bishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Bishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. B'ni u'b'nei Yisrael oti li'olam, oti li'olam, oti li'olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et ha'aretz v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Ubayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Thank you. Please remain standing. I'd like to invite my 6th and 7th graders back up. Lead us in the Chatzi Kaddish on page 34 in the middle.
Amen.
to spread
Please remain standing for the silent Amidah. That can be found on page 35. Okay.
When you have completed the Amidah, you may be seated.
Going along with tonight's theme, we're going to have Mandy and Ryan read a universal prayer for peace that was written by Rabbi Israeli.
May we merit to bring about the day when war and bloodshed cease and a great peace embraces the whole universe. No nation will lift up a sword to another, and the art of war will no longer be studied.
May we live to see the leaders of all the nations inspired to do good with their peoples and with all other peoples in the world, bringing about the fulfillment of the scriptural blessing. I'll bring you peace to the earth, and may you lie down with no one to terrify you, and I will bring calm to all vicious creatures on earth, and the storm will no longer pass in your land.
Let knowledge fill the earth as water fills the ocean, and let people of all ethnicities, races, beliefs, genders, and orientations
enjoy true equality, security, safety, and livelihood, in a true spirit of coexistence and cooperation.
Amen.
Would invite all the students to stand up at your seats.
You'll do the reading from God. So we're going to sing Oseh Shalom.
We're going to sing Oseh Shalom.
Oseh Shalom Bimrama, Buyaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'imru Amen. Yaseh Shalom Bam, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Bam Bam, Yaseh Shalom, Bam Bam, Shalom Aleinu. Ya'kol Yisrael v'yimaru. And may the one who brings peace to his universe bring peace to us, to all the people of Israel. They'll call Yoshvei Tevel and all who dwell on earth. And let us say,
Amen.
Amen. Before we continue, I'm going to stop at this point and we're going to do the prayer for healing. This is something that we've been doing since the pandemic began, and it is not normally done on a Friday night. Usually it's done Saturday morning, but we've been doing it because people need healing. As a matter of fact, if you look on your screen, you're going to see a name Alan up there. That's Alan Pransky. He's joining us tonight. He's in the hospital and he needs prayers for healing. And he's obviously said to me he's going to join without his camera on, because he doesn't want you to see what he looks like in the hospital. But we're praying for him and we're praying for all people who need healing tonight and who are sick from the flu or from pandemic or from other things. So we pray for healing for everybody who are sick. When I stop, I'm going to say the prayer. Say the name or names of some people that you may know of who need some healing. And then when I continue, we'll sing the song together. Kol hacholim b'kila kadosh hakadosh baruch hu yimalei rachamim alehem lahachazi kam ufrotam bishlak lem erarif lashemam shmaim fratanef shratagub tosh achrei Israel Shabbatim milizok ufakaravo labo Ashtab agravizman karib and omar amen. May God bring blessing and healing to all the people we just mentioned, all those that are on our personal lists, those we know of and those we may not know of who suffer illness within the congregational family. May the Kadosh Baruch Hu, the Holy One, mercifully restore everybody to health and to vigor, granting them physical and spiritual well-being together with people everywhere who may be ill. Sing with me. Misha berach avotenu mekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misha berach imotenu mekor habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
All right, we continue on page 47 with the Vayafulu.
Please rise.
Please rise. Thank you. Vayechulu hashamayim v'haaretz v'chol sevam vayechol Elohim bayom hashvi melachto asher asa vayishba bayom hashvi mikol melachto asher asa vayevarech Elohim et Yom HaShavi, vayikadesh oto, kivo Shabbat mikol melachto, kivo Shabbat mikol melachto, asher bara Elohim, asher bara Elohim. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor V'Hanora, El Elyon, Konei Shamayim Ve'aretz, Magen Avo Bidvaro, Mechaye Metim B'Ma'amaro. El HaKadosh she'en kamahu, hameniach le'amo, b'yom Shabbat kadsho, ki v'amratza le'aniach lahem, ki v'amratza le'aniach lachem, lefanav nava b'irava pachad, Menodel lishmo b'chol yom tzayid me'on habrachot Adon Hashalom Mekadesh Hashabbat Ubarech Shavi Umeniach Mikdusha Le'aminu Shnei Oneg Zecher Lema'aseh Bereshit Eloheinu, Belohei Avotenu, Ritzei Menuchatenu, Kachenu, B'mitzvotecha, B'tein Chelkenu, B'toratecha, Sabenu, Mitubecha, V'samchein, Yeshuatecha, V'taer, Libein liabdecha be'emet v'chan chilenu Adonai Eloheinu b'ahava uvratzon Shabbat kadshecha v'yanuchu b'Yisrael Mekadesh Shemecha Baruch Atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. Amen. Continue. Yikadal Bikadash Meraba Bi'amadi Vrakirte Bi'amlich Malchute B'chayechonu B'yomechon B'chayedecho B'Yisrael B'agala B'zman Karib B'Yimru Amen. Yehesh Meraba Mevorach Me'olam Me'omaya Yibarach V'Shabbat Yibar V'Tramam V'Naseh V'Tadar V'Talev V'Talal Shmeri Kudasha Leila Mikul Berchata V'Shirata Tushbechata V'Nechamata Damiram B'Yoma V'Imru Tika Bas Lahon V'Hon Dechol Yisrael Kadam Avahon Divishmaya V'Imru Yehesh Lama Rabba Mishamaya V'Chaim Aleni V'Kol Yisrael V'Imru Asa Shalom B'Meromav Kuya Asa Shalom Aleni V'Kol Yisrael V'Imru Amen. At this time, I'd like
Wait a
to
minute,
take
one second, before you do that. So for those of us that joined the Friday night service on Zoom for like a year and a half, when we were stuck in our homes and whatever, when we got to the Kiddush, every Shabbat, every Friday night, almost for like a year plus, some little kid came up to the camera, picked up a Kiddush cup and did the Kiddush for us. And we've been missing it so much, it's awful. We've been missing it so much because since we've been back in the shul, it's past his bedtime. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Jacob. Jacob has been leading the Kiddush for us, and tonight he's going to do it live and in person. Live and in person. Jacob, I want you to come up here and do it, though, all right? Yeah, that's where you should. Yeah, you should drink it. Yeah. He wants to know if he should drink it. Of course you should drink it. Page 49, please rise. Please rise. Nice.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pi hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kedeshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzavanu v'shabbat kodesh b'yavar v'ratzon hilanu zikro l'maaseh b'reishit ki hu yom tehila l'mikrayei kodesh zeher l'tziyat mitzrayim ki banu b'harta Yotanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodecha b'yahava uvratzon hinhaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat.
Thanks, Tyler. We appreciate it very much, Tyler. You may be seated. It's all yours.
Okay. I'm going to invite Susan Sugarman, our director, up to join me for a minute.
What's your show?
Nah, it's our show.
So as you know, if you saw the invite, we had, it's a tradition here at Temple Ner Tamid. Once a student reaches the bet class,
Use the microphone so people at
home
home
can
hear.
sorry. Want me to stand on here too? So it's a tradition here at Temple Ner Tamid that when a student reaches the bet class or comes into the school and is already in the bet class or has maybe Gimel or Dalet, that they receive their very own Siddur. So tonight we have a list. It's a long list, but there's only a short few that are here tonight. So those that are not here will get their Siddur, I promise you. Alyssa, did you find the ones that we needed? Okay, so, well, I'll just start because it's 8:05. Molly Harold. Here is your Siddur. Cherish it, enjoy it. Okay.
Mia Rivera. For your future.
Whoa, she just said, maybe I'll become a Hebrew school teacher. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, put her in the next grade already. Okay, last one.
Last one who's here tonight, Mr. Jack Goss.
And just a reminder, we're human. So if there's someone that entered our school who was in bet, Gimel, Dalet, or Hay, and did not get one this evening or before this evening, let us know. We did order extra, so we have plenty. Yeah, I don't see anybody raising their hand or hysterical, so that's a good thing.
All right,
Okay, so,
we're hitting the home stretch.
yes.
All right, I'm gonna invite all my students, the whole school up to help lead us in Elena on page 51. Everybody could please rise.
Wait a minute. So one of my students just said, our students just said, I don't really want to use it. I don't want to ruin it. I love it. I don't want to ruin it.
Please use it and make it, break it in. You have to use it. Use it. Don't make it a bookshelf thing, but use it. Okay, I think Mandy knows this one. I think Mandy knows Kakatuba Torta. I think she does.
I don't know.
Bayom hahu, bayom hahu, yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo, u'shemo, u'shemo echad, u'shemo echad. You could all have a seat. At this time, we will recall the yortzites of our loved ones, Jake Goldstein, Arlen Levine, Israel Potash, William Pruss, Albert C. Colton, Bessie Lampner, Ida Batcherman, Judy Carter, Fanny Cohen Ragoza, Shirley T. Goldberg, Isabel Hertig, Shirley Levine, Louis Miller, Herbert I. Blackman, Selma Blackman, Max Franklin, George Kaplan, Ida Kaplan, Elliot L. Goldberg, Edward Brody, and Charles Gleich. Are there any other yortzites that we have announced? May the faith that binds us to our loved ones be a continuing source of comfort as we now invite those mourning and observing the yortzite to rise and to recite the words of the mourner's Kaddish with me on page 52. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, v'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, b'gala uv'zman kari v'yamru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam, v'lomei omaya. Yiparach, v'yishtabach, v'yipa'ar, v'yitromam, v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar, v'yitaleh, v'yitalal, shemei d'kudusha barichu. La'ela min kol birchata b'shirata, tushbachata v'nechemata, damiran v'alma v'yamru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shmaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yamru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yamru, amen.
I'd now like to call up the director of our religious school, Susan Sugarman.
So many of you probably don't know this, but tonight we had several students couldn't make it for whatever reason and never asked why. I wish they could all be here. But tonight, Alyssa got several phone calls right before Shabbat began. And that's why you saw all the shuffling that was going on up here, because these guys took on extra parts that Alyssa was assigning to them as they walked in the door. And it's a good thing these kids are really shy and can't handle it, because really, the beep bop and it's so nice to see how comfortable they are here. And so I am so proud. I don't spend a lot of time with you guys. I kind of pass you in the hallways. I do hear you. But I will say that I am so proud tonight to be the director of these kids and to work with this person right here who on the fly was putting this together. And really, that's not easy to do. And they did a great job. So yeah. And to my Gon Olive students, amazing. It's not easy to be this big and come up here in front of all of you. So great job, Gon Olive. So before we move along and finish the service, I just want to say that there is an oneg this evening. With the number of people that we have to be careful. So everything is wrapped. For those of you who haven't been to an oneg in a while, everything is wrapped. And for the children, we especially, Beth ordered these gymongous cookies. They're about as she put it, as big as anyone's head. And they are big. So,
To see the look on the kids' faces. right
so
now.
glad
It'll
that,
be online.
yeah. So if you didn't come in, I'm sorry, but, so my very good friend Karen is going to be standing over by the cookie station, handing out cookies for you. And then for everyone else, we have lots of good stuff. So I hope you enjoy. And again, once again, she did all the work tonight and they did it. I should
No.
talk to you.
No, I do, before we continue, before I call Richard up for the announcements. And I apologize, I know it is 8:15 and it is getting a little late. But I do want to say thank you to all my students, my co-teachers for all your help and support for tonight. Our teachers who are here tonight are Andrea Teitelbaum and Jocelyn Zimmerman. And Dan could not make it, unfortunately. And yes, and Beth is under the weather. Unfortunately, she could not be here with us as well. But thank you to everyone. Guys, you did awesome. Thank you for taking on these extra parts unexpectedly. You did amazing. These readings are not easy. I'm so proud of you. I'd like to call upon Richard Strauss to read some announcements.
Somewhere.
Got them buried here someplace. There you go. That's okay. Thank you to our religious school for leading a wonderful service and sponsoring the ONIC tonight. It was a breath of fresh air to see all these young people participating in the service. It really is incredible. And, Alyssa and Susan Sugarman and all the teachers, you did a spectacular job. We're all very proud of you. And I'm just going to say this. You don't have to have a religious school service to come to Friday night services. It's a wonderful, as you can see, we sing along, we get along, and you get a couple of cookies at the end of it. So, yeah, not always gigantic, but there's cookies. So tomorrow morning, Saturday morning at 9:30, we have services, and Sunday morning at 9 a.m. we have services. And this Sunday morning, there'll be a study group with Rabbi Perlman and a bagel. And evening minyanim are on Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. and all services, both Saturday morning, Sunday, and evening services are both in person via Zoom, Facebook, and YouTube. And weekly at TNT on Monday, we have Zuma and Duplicate Bridge on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Tuesday evenings is Israeli dancing. On Wednesday, there's total body strengthening class. There are only a few spots left for this year's Seder at TNT, and reservations must be made by Monday, the 11th. And again, please check your Passover schedule for services and locations during Pesach week. Our religious school will be having an open house on Sunday, May 1st from 10 to 11:15. If you know of a family that may be interested, please spread the word. We want to increase this religious school population. Sisterhood will be presenting a program, Afternoon Tea, Torah, and Tunes, on May 1st from 2 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. The cost is $18 per person, and everyone is welcome. On Saturday evening, May 7th, join us as we finally pay tribute to Rabbi and Kit Perlman, a long postponed celebration of an event we had hoped would have taken place last fall. Dinner and entertainment, dueling panels, dueling pianos, and just a wonderful night to say thank you again to Rabbi Perlman and Kit. Your check is your reservation, so please get it in as soon as you can. And you can see, obviously, there's, as usual, an awful lot happening here at Temple Ner Tamid in Peabody. And information for all these events can be found on our weekly e-blast. Shabbat Shalom. And again, thank you to the teachers, the students, and everybody for participating tonight. It really was wonderful. Shabbat Shalom.
One final announcement before we conclude. It is custom, it is actually halacha, it's a law, not to own chametz after next Friday at technically 12 o'clock. At 10 o'clock next Friday morning, I will be burning the chametz that's left here at the temple. And I will be taking on everyone who have sold or made me their agent. I will be selling your chametz to someone who's not Jewish to own during Passover, because we're not permitted to own chametz. In your e-blast that went out this week, Thursday, and it's been out in our Passover guide, if you have not filled out your form to either make me your agent or make someone else, I don't care, but you not own your chametz for Passover. So make sure you do that so that you're not breaking the halacha of selling your chametz for Passover. And that's my final announcement. Alyssa, which page are we going to? 54 for Adon Olam? Oh, you're doing something new?
We're gonna do something different tonight than Adon
And
Olam,
now for
but-
something completely different.
But apparently first, some of my students have something they'd like to say. Thanks.
We would just like to say we are so thankful for all the teachers.
We're very thankful for them and grateful that we have them.
Yeah.
Thank you, teachers.
You're welcome.
Oh.
Okay, so thanks, guys. We are thankful for you as well. So in lieu of Adon Olam tonight, I handed out another handout, and I'm sorry, apologies for those online. You do not have it, but again, a song you may all, or many of you may be familiar with, going with our theme of peace. The song is called Lo Yisagoy, and the translation of it is, nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. And each neath their vine and fig tree shall live in peace and unafraid. Again, a song that's very fitting for our theme of peace, going into Pesach. So there are two parts to it. If you know it, please join me. If you do not, please listen and follow along. So we're gonna do the slow version, all right? So, Lo yisagoy el goy chereb, Lo yilmedu od milchama, Lo yisagoy el goy chereb, Lo yilmedu od milchama, Lo yisagoy el goy chereb, Lo yemedu od milchama. First part again. Lo yisagoy el goy chereb, Lo yemedu od milchama. Lo yisagoy el goy chereb, Lo yemedu od milchama. Lo yisagoy el goy chereb, Lo yemedu od milchama. Now, if you want to get really fancy, we could do a round this side. No, I'm just kidding. Shabbat Shalom. Toda Rabbah. Thank you for coming. Thank you for those of you who joined us on Zoom. Hi, Mom. I saw you there. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Those of you on YouTube, on Zoom, you may open your mics and wish each other a Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Students, you can just leave your papers on the seats. I will collect them. Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
The Jacobsons wish all of the participants tonight and the congregation a very healthy and happy Shabbat, and then a special get well quick to our dear friend Alan Pransky. Shabbat Shalom.